Hello AQA students, with papers 1 and 2 coming up. This video could not be better timed. I'll be giving you guidance of how to use this remaining time left before papers 1 and 2, revision advice coming your way. But I'll also be breaking down the papers, making sure you're okay with the structure of them, the time management, and key advice of how to answer these questions even better. So on that note, stay tuned and make sure you watch the entire video, absorb all the information, and let that kind of sink in so that by the end of the video, you're feeling great. You know exactly what you need to do to hit the peak of your performance in these exam papers. You don't want paper 1 to go badly and then for you to have to rectify those areas, learn from those areas for paper 2. No, you want paper 1 to go great and then for paper 2 to go great. This video will help you. And note that this video is one in my 2024 exams playlist. In that playlist, there are going to be loads more videos coming. So make sure you watch all the videos in there, but also you're subscribed to the channel. So anytime new videos are uploaded, you know about them, you watch them. They're all going to be gold dust as we prepare together for these final exams. So let's get in with key revision guidance. How are you going to use this remaining time before papers 1 and 2? Firstly, in the time that's left, content mastery is absolutely fundamental. Really make sure that your content is great. To be sure, download the specification if you haven't already, and for every single topic area, micro, macro, make sure your notes are covering it all so that whatever question AQA throw at you, it's not going to kind of confuse you, it's not going to worry you. You have the content knowledge to be able to answer that question. So hopefully your revision notes already are comprehensive, or you can make them comprehensive, but binge watching the videos on the channel will help you so much. So for paper 1, my year 1 micro, my year 2 micro playlist, but also labor markets, behavioral economics, those playlists will cover you for paper 1. For paper 2, year 1 macro, year 2 macro, my financial markets and development economics playlists are also great to fully, comprehensively cover everything you need for paper 2. So content mastery, topic by topic, is so important. Make sure you're doing that in the time left. Advice number 1. Second, you must be doing loads of past paper practice. Again, topic by topic. So let's say you've nailed a topic content-wise, you should then straight go and do past paper questions linked to that topic area. My advice, start with multiple choice questions, because multiple choice is a great basic test of your content revision, whether your notes are actually covering everything that you need to cover. So do multiple choice questions. If they go great, if they're going really well, then move on to essay planning. Start with 9 and 15 markers because they're very basic essays. Again, a simple basic test of whether your notes are good enough to write simple essays, and then move on to 25 markers. But planning them is smarter than writing them out. Yes, you need to write 1 or 2. Make sure that under time conditions, you're okay, your time management is going to work. But really, essay planning means you can get through a wide variety of essay titles, you can cover more, but also within the plans, you're still going to be using the techniques that you're going to be writing in, aren't you? Your analysis techniques, your evaluation techniques, techniques for that final paragraph. You're all still going to be using those, but without writing it fully. So you'll be able to get through far more plans, far more efficiently than having to write loads and loads of essays. So essay planning is the key, then move on to the next topic and repeat the process. And lastly, give weight to diagrams in your revision. Diagrams are awesome. They can back up what you're saying in analysis and help you with further credit there. They can back up what you're saying in evaluation and help you with further credit there as well. So give weight to your diagrams. But in your notes, make sure you write down how you're going to use the diagram. So is it going to be useful in analysis? Write down how and where. Is it going to be useful in evaluation to something? Write down how and where you can use it. Because then you're revising where you're going to be using the diagrams and how you can use the diagrams in papers 1 and papers 2. But also make sure, guys, you're never just staring at a diagram and thinking, yeah, I just get it. Train your hand in rough, just draw diagrams. Make sure you're okay with actually drawing them and constructing them as well. When it comes to diagrams, there are some great videos in my revision for 2024 exams playlist. Power diagrams, so paper 1 and paper 2 diagrams where you can really show off and score extra credit. But also I've got diagrams playlists covering all the diagrams you need in the course. So use those videos to help you, making sure you have all the diagrams you need. But yeah, way up diagrams, great way to score extra credit. Now let's break down the papers. Papers 1 and 2 will have 2 sections. Section A is your data response section. You'll have 2 contexts. You'll need to pick one of those 2 contexts and do all the questions that are linked to that context. The questions will be a 2, 4, 9, and a 25 marker. So first thing is pick very smartly. A lot of students go straight to the 25 marker, weigh that up completely, and then pick. Now, the 25 marker is the most fundamental question, it's true, but also weigh up the 9 marker. The 9 marker is such a gift for you guys. You can easily score 9 out of 9. So make sure you're not sacrificing the 9 just because you like the 25 marker. Like the 25, but make sure you can really ace that 9 marker as well when you're picking your 25 marker. But now how to answer these questions. The 2 and the 4. Do not take the 2 and the 4 lightly. Do not take them for granted. So many marks are lost on this 2 and 4 mark question. Let's start with the 2 marker. It will say you need to calculate something. Normally it's a really basic calculation, like calculating a percentage or a percentage change, calculating the median of something, maybe having to do a ratio. It should be something very basic for you. But don't take it for granted. Show all you're working. Make sure your units at the end are put with your answer. Often marks are lost there. But also watch my key equations and conditions video. You might need some key equation, some key condition from that video to help you with the 2 markers. So watch that and practice a wide variety of them. All the past paper questions, the 2 markers, practice them. That way you get really good at them. Same for the 4 marker. Practice all the prior past paper 4 markers that have come up. Make sure you're good with them. This question will say, explain how the data shows something. So what you need to do, 1 paragraph of writing on the 4 marker with 2 explicit and different data references. And then for each data reference, say how in detail. How does that data reference answer the question? You're looking around 3 sentences of writing after your data reference. For each data reference of saying how it then answers the question. That should be the detail that gets you to 4 marks in total. So again, practice is your best friend. You're looking for 8 minutes in total on the 2 marker and the 4 marker. So many marks are lost there. Lots of practice should avoid those kind of silly errors and losing marks where you shouldn't be losing any marks. The 9 marker will say, with the help of a diagram, analyze something. So this is a very diagram focused question. Define key terms at the start and then nail your diagram. The diagram is everything for this question. Make sure it's accurate, make sure it's fully labeled, make sure you're referring to the diagram then in your writing. If you can apply on the diagram with something from the extracts, do so. Then you're looking after the diagram for 1 detailed paragraph of writing. Make sure everything that's relevant on the diagram to help you answer the question, you're analyzing in full detail. There's no hiding place on a 9 mark. You need to make sure every little step on that diagram you're analyzing perfectly. You're saying why a shift is occurring. You're explaining why there are changes on the axis. You're going into maximum detail. And use application from the extracts within your paragraph to give you further application credit. That's how you nail the 9 mark question. You're looking for 12 minutes maximum on the 9 marker. It's not supposed to be a long essay. You're looking at around half a page, 3/4 of a page, maximum a page. If you're going more than a page, you're overdoing it. So around that kind of quantity is what you're looking for the 9, and you should be absolutely fine. Scoring 9 out of 9, move on to the 25 marker. If time management has gone well, you should have 40 minutes for the 25 marker, 8 minutes in total for the 2 and the 4, 12 minutes max for the 9 marker. It gives you 40 minutes for the 25. The questions are written in order of the extract. So at this point, you've already read a few extracts. You're good to go. You've just got one, maybe a little bit of another one to read to help you with the 25 marker. So your reading time of the extracts is within the time of the question. But still, because you've already gone through a few of the extracts by this point, you're good to go. Have that reading time within your 40 minutes. First thing I would say on the 25 marker is you want to use the extracts really well to drive the points that you're writing. That's exactly how the 25 marker has been worded, whereby you have to use the extracts and drive the points. If you're writing points that are completely invalid given the context or not relevant to the context very much at all, well, examiners might score you lesser marks if you're doing that. Whereas what they want you to do is to use the extracts, let those drive the points that you're going to write in analysis and evaluation and for the final judgment. And then you build the economic theory to those points that you're getting from the extracts. So use the extracts really well is my advice when it comes to an essay plan in section A for your 25 marker. And then know that it's all detailed. Detailed analysis, detailed evaluation, that final judgment paragraph at the end, write it in detail too. You want to leave at least 5 minutes of your 40 for that final paragraph at the end. It's going to be the key difference of whether you get level 5, which is a score of 21 and above, or you get less than that. So really make sure that final judgment is good. Make sure you leave enough time to do it. Whatever structure works for you on the 25 marker, follow it. Just make sure you can do it in 40 minutes, which means you've got enough time then for the essays in section B. Let's go there now. In section B, there'll be 3 essays. You need to pick one of those 3 essays. Each essay will have 2 parts to it, a 15 marker and a 25 marker. A major difference in section B is that the extracts are taken away from you. So your own real world examples are expected on the 15 and the 25 marker. Ideally, you're revising with real world examples already. If not, you can simply get my examples for exams pack, where I give you examples for everything in the course. Everything in paper 1, micro, but also everything for paper 2, macro, is in here for you. So get this if you want a quick shortcut to having real world examples, but ideally you're revising with them on your own already. Use them in your 15 and 25 marker. When it comes to picking your essay, picking your question, don't overweigh up the 25 marker. The 15 marker is another gift of a question. You might want to consider that more strongly. As long as the 25 marker you can do a decent enough job, a good enough job, the 15 marker might dominate your decision because you can score 15 out of 15 very easily on it. When it comes to the 15 marker, 20 minutes to write it. You're looking for 3 or 2. 2 is enough if you can write in detail, or 3 analysis paragraphs. Really write them in high detail. Use diagrams if they back up what you're writing. With real world examples integrated in your paragraphs, you're good to go. In 20 minutes, that should be fine. And then it's your 25 marker, exactly the same style of 25 marker as in section A, but now just without the extracts. So your own real world examples needed, but the same structure, the same time management of 40 minutes, the same weighting for the final judgment paragraph, and you're set. You should be absolutely fine. So there you have it, revision advice of how to use the remaining time left before papers 1 and 2, and also a nice detailed breakdown of the papers for you. Hopefully now you're raring to go. You know exactly what you need to go to hit the exact level of performance that you want to attain in these final papers. But note that there are many more videos coming. They're all going to be going into my revision for 2024 exams playlist. So make sure you're watching all the videos that are yet to come. And make sure you're subscribed to the channel so you don't miss anything out. So much more great stuff to help you. But thank you for watching this video. I can't wait to see you in future videos. Thanks, guys.